Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shutdoor or Doorshutter coming back to you with a brand new episode of Shutdoor's 1.16.5 mod pack, and this is episode 20. Let's get right into it. So, last episode, I talked about getting the power armor and stuff from Modular Powersuits. The problem with this is we actually need to get into steel, and steel's not that hard. We're not going to go too far into getting a lot of the steel production and stuff going. What we're going to do is we're just going to get far enough to be able to make a stack of steel basically, right? And I think that'll be pretty fun, right? So we need enriched iron, which is coal, charcoal, iron, and all of that. So we have two metallurgic infusers, right? So let's just get a stack of coal. 2 stacks of coal will work, and a stack of iron. Okay, and then we're gonna need. I don't know where we're gonna put this yet. I think these are gonna be temporary because we're not really getting full-fledged into mechanism. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of tap into the power system just temporarily here. Throw some coal in here. Throw some iron in here, and that's just gonna go. I'm going to actually muffle the mechanism machine. We can just look at mechanism. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to get the enriched iron. I don't know how much this will actually take, but yeah. I'll be back whenever this is done. Alright, so I got impatient. I just EMC'd some steel. We got 4 stacks. Let's get into this. Alright, so I bet the first little bit we need for modular power, I'm going to spell it completely wrong, is actually this tinker table, right? So the tinker table, we need electrum. That's fine. We have like 1 fire charge. I guess we have a few fire charges. Let's just grab some of that. Alright, so the tinker table, we're actually going to just remove this tinker construct stuff here real quick. Don't really need it here anymore either. Okay, place the power armor table. Get rid of all of this junk. Okay. Wow, that's fancy. Yo, I don't know what in the world this. Okay, let's just make the armor here. That is a fancy thing. All right, so we need some wiring. Let's just grab 24. That sounds good. All right, grab the helmet. Grab the power armor chest plate, leggings, the boots, and we might as well grab this thing, right? All right, so let's pull off my armor. Let's throw this thing on. Okay, it looks a little bit funny. That's okay. And why is that turned on? Get out of here. All right, so what do we think we need, right? So we need some modules. So what do we got? Power. Just power. Right, because we only want to see these. So we have like blink drive. Get from point A to point B to point C via point B, where point B is a fold in space-time. So that's like teleportation. That's pretty cool. Uphill step exists. English. I don't speak it half the time. Dimensional tear generator. Generate a tear in the space-time continuum that will teleport the player to its relative coordinates in the nether or overworld. That is pretty cool. I don't think I need it, but that sounds pretty cool. Are those just not craftable? Okay. There we go. It seems like half the stuff isn't craftable. It might need to be like in here, right? Special modules. Modular items. Okay, so I'm guessing this is like your actual modules, right? So if we go here, I'm thinking like We'd want diamond plating. Is that correct? I'm gonna guess like all 4 of these. So we do craft. Is this how you do it? Like, so it's basically like I'm wearing diamond armor right now. And then we'd want like a power thing. What is that? Night vision, lightning summoner, blade launcher. That's pretty cool. Lux capacitor. What is this? Launch a virtually infinite number of attractive light sources at the wall. Shock absorbers. So where are we at here? Generate power with your movement. Generate power from extreme amounts of heat. A solar generator with 3 times the power generation of a standard solar generator. Cooling system cools down heat producing modules quicker. Add a fluid tank module and fluid to enhance performance. Okay, so there's like server motors, solenoids. Okay, so let's grab like a few stacks of the wiring, right? So if we grab some of these, what else? Yeah, like server motors. Okay. How do we go about this, right? Because here's your, like your tinker stuff. I have no idea what this actually really is. I don't know. Okay. We have servos. Can you do anything with these? Like, I'm just trying to see. Let me do some research and I'll be right back. All right, so I kind of know where I was getting confused here because there's also an additional library called Numina, whatever it's called. And basically this has batteries and other things along with it that are basically used to craft other parts, right? So that's a thing, right? So what we need to do is we actually need to craft up some of these batteries. So we need circuit controllers and green dye and cactus. So let me... Do I actually have any cactus growing out here? I actually don't know. I don't. I need to get some of those. So let me get some of the green dye and stuff and I'll be right back with you just because I need more cactus. Alrighty, so I actually want to get auto crafting set up here real quickly, right? So I'm down here making another power flower, and I'm going to put an advanced processor in here. I'm going to put a basic processor in here. Yes, I know that's a lot of steel. Actually, hold on. Let's switch these. Let's go basic in here because there's not a lot of EMC. Go advanced in here. And then in here, we'll just go improved. Okay. You're probably wondering what I'm going to do with these. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an entangled binder, right? And I'm going to go back over here. Because I'm going to put some very specific drawers here in a little bit. We need a controller. I need to get a grid real quick, I think. Just real quick. Grid. Okay. So I can actually just use... Oh, well, do I want a crafting grid? I probably need a crafting grid. Just make that real quick here. So I want to get to auto crafting, basically. And to get to auto crafting, we need some things, right? And one of those things is to just have all the processors we need to actually just auto craft or get the crafters in the first place. So what I want to get real quick is a drawer controller. Okay. I only got enough for one of those, so that was a fail. All right. There we go. All right, so we'll make another one of these, and then we'll need a drawer. We're just gonna make some oak drawers. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the controller. Make the controller. The controller's just gonna go here for right now, and we're gonna just put 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And the way we're gonna do this is behind these controllers is we're gonna put an entangled block, right? Boom. Entangled block, entangled block, all right? So this one, we're just gonna need a pipe. Not an upgrade. We also need the pipe. Okay. We'll also need the pipe wrench. Okay, which one is this? So this is the improved processor. Okay. Doesn't really matter about speed, but might as well throw those on there. And we'll put pipe there. Now, let me just remove these blocks so we can actually just get up here. All right. And then, so the improved processor, I believe, was not this one. So we'll grab this one. So we'll do that. We'll do pipe wrench. And then the advanced was this one. Okay. And we'll just pipe wrench that. And then shift right click on there to actually get all of those, okay? So then we need an external storage, right? Which of course we need one of these and two of these, because we need a construction and a deconstruction core, and then there we go. And we'll just grab some cable. Okay. And we're gonna run this under the floor so it doesn't get in the way. I know it's kind of like counterproductive, but that's fine. We'll do priority 100, set, insert and extract, and we'll just grab some stone to cover up this hole. Not that hole. One more time. Can I do it? There we go. Okay. Of course, we want to get to the point of being able to get construction and deconstruction cores, but we don't have that yet, so we're just gonna go with this so far. So that should be processors. You should see that there is more coming in, and we'll also need to put some upgrades on these. Boop, 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 boop. So these will hold 224 stacks of each. I'm actually out of those. So upgrade. Where is it at? This one. We need like 2 more. That's fine. That's okay. So we'll get more and more of these as time goes on. And once those backflow, they'll just fill the actual condenser. And then that means we'll just have more reserve. All right, so why do I want these? Well, the first thing is because I want to get a crafter, right? I want to get crafting automatically. So a crafter, if you don't know, is refined storage's way of doing crafting automatically. And you'll need patterns and stuff like that, which we'll get in a second. Alrighty, so we're back. And as you can see, I've been doing some organization. It's been stuff you've seen, of course, nothing too fancy. But I have quartz enriched iron, construction cores, deconstruction cores, basic processors, improved processors, advanced processors, and neural processors. The neural processors are something I'm going to talk about in a minute. So the crafters that I was actually looking at are these bottom ones, right? These iron crafters, the gold crafters, the netherite and diamond crafters. But they require a neural processor. Okay. I didn't notice this until later, and I thought, might as well just make these so we have them ready to go whenever we want to start making this stuff, right? So the normal crafter is just this, right? You have construction, deconstruction, advanced, and quartz enriched iron with a machine casing in the center. All right. So what we want to start doing is just get these, right? Get about 4 of these, right? All right. So what we also need is a pattern grid, right? So we grab this. I think we need a normal grid. And it's just so much better to just have everything on hand. I love it. And we'll need patterns as well. So let's just grab a handful of these. Let's grab 17. Okay. So the pattern grid, we're just going to set this right next to this. And basically what happens is you throw your patterns in the top slot and you put your crafting recipe in the bottom. Okay. So for example, we can throw a crafter recipe in here and have that be able to craft crafters. Okay. So now if we look at crafters, we could look at iron crafters. Maybe. Why is that doing that? We want two-way. Let's close that and try to reopen it. Okay, there we go. I just tried to press R instead of clicking on it, apparently. And actually, here's the thing we want to avoid. See how this is a pink crafter? Click that out. Click this. And then you can put this in the bottom slot, and it'll fix it usually. But if you're not 100% sure, just throw the one up here, and then just throw it in here. Should be fine, right? Nope, it's still the pink crafter. Hold on. Dang thing. Okay. Now we should be good. Alright, and then, of course, we want the gold crafter. Press R on that. And diamond crafter. And netherite crafter. We shouldn't have enough netherite in the system for a netherite crafter, by the way. But we will in a little bit here. Alright, and let's actually make a recipe for these. Okay. So then what'll happen is we place down a normal crafter. Actually, let's just hand make one of these better crafters. So let's go iron. So we need a chest. So let's just grab like a stack of these. That's fine. Iron crafter, gold crafter. Why are you... Okay. So here becomes an issue. Off camera, I just changed these old compacting drawers like I said I was. If you don't know what compacting drawers are, basically they are normal drawers, but you throw an ingot in here and it'll become a block and a nugget. So for example, if I pull out a block here, it basically pulled out 9 ingots, but converted it into a block. If I were to pull out 9 nuggets, which is just, or well, 1 nugget, it would convert 1 ingot into 9 nuggets, right? So you've got things like that. But one of the problems with upgrading storage while it's already in there is it becomes weird due to the fact that you need to remember that there is no real import and export fully with these things, right? Where's the normal disk manipulator? I'll just type in later, right? There it is. All right. What does it look like? I guess it's that first one. They all just look like they have different colors. That's what's throwing me off. All right, so storage housing. Grab a couple of these. You won't really need too many of them, so it's fine. All right, so what a disk manipulator is, right? And if you don't know what this is, it's a really good thing just to have anyway, because if you have something in there that you really need to get rid of or just like send it into a chest or something, this is basically how you're going to do that. Where'd my speed upgrade go? Where'd my speed upgrade, my stack upgrade? I have one of those, right? Okay. All right, so we can throw the disk manipulator just back here. We don't really need to see it. And let's actually get rid of these patterns for a second. Let's just toss them in here. All right. Okay, so what we can do now is we can take all of these and throw all of them in here. Or, well, most of them in here. So these bottom ones are 0, so we don't really need to do that. So it's just this first one. So we throw a speed upgrade, stack upgrade, and this will just start flying. So what this is doing is it's actually taking everything that we have storage drawers or anything for and pretty much dumping it into them, right? So we're done. And what happens is I didn't have the drawer set up in time, I'm assuming, whenever I was exporting or something. And so it didn't actually fully function, which is fine. And actually, we need to put the disk back in here. Right? Okay. So now we should go back upstairs real quick. I just want to clear this up before we actually get any further. And we come back up here. You see that now we have all of the gold blocks and all of that. I probably should compacting drawer for diamonds, just so you guys can see what I'm actually really talking about. So you can see if I take a diamond out of here, we can come up here, just right click with a diamond, not a diamond axe. And now you can see in a second here, now you have diamond, diamond block, and that. But of course, all of the diamonds are still in the system, right? So what we can do, actually, I want to test something. I'm kind of curious here, right? So bear with me for a second. I'm gonna go grab my stack upgrades and speed upgrades, and I'll be right back. All right, so this is what I want to try. I have an export here, right? An exporter. So I shift right click this and throw a stack upgrade on this, right? What is happening with the diamonds? Okay, there's 333 in the system still, but did they get thrown in here? No. Okay, I was just kind of curious if that would actually function. But I think, is an exporter the right thing? Yeah, it exports out of the system, right? Yeah. Okay, I was just testing. I don't think that's gonna work, but that's fine. Okay, so we'll have to go do the disk manipulator again. So let me do that so I can dump all the diamonds and stuff out of the system into that. Alrighty, so all the diamonds should be in the system, or well, out of the system now. And hopefully they'll export and import into the drawers properly. I always kind of have issues with this every once in a while, but yeah, they're all in there. Alright. So now we can do the gold one first. Yeah, gold first. All right, and then diamond. And then netherite, which should be a little bit expensive, but that's fine. I think it's one of these here. Yeah, this one. Also, the top ones really don't have any of the condensers or like the collectors or relays right now, just because I moved them all the way back down to the bottom. I haven't really talked about this, but so this first level, or this level here, is actually collectors, and this bottom layer is actually going to be this layer here is actually the relays. So we're gonna have a ton of relays and stuff, and sooner or later we'll have more than one layer of the collectors, because there's different tiers. So that's a thing. So yeah. All right, let's make 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all we need right now. Also, I'll talk about this probably at a later date, but this is basically an EMC machine just set up down here. I'm going to be moving the old one, but we'll talk about that in a future episode, so yeah, get ready for that, I guess. Alright, so we'll just need our blocks of netherite, and there's a netherite crafter. Alright, so you're probably wondering what you actually do with crafters. Well, first off, this thing is one of the biggest sizes you can get, right? So all you need to do is take these patterns, right? Chuck them in here. You can organize them to your liking, you know. Hey, maybe I want to put my crafters all in one row. Just like my ducks, I like them all in one row. So you've got the normal crafter, the iron crafter, the netherite crafter, and the diamond crafter. So there we go. Those are all in order. And then we can throw our pattern at the very end of that. Okay, no more patterns on us, so that's good. So you're probably wondering how we hook this thing up. Well, we actually need to run cables to it. So we'll just come down here, see that cable line, and grab some more cables. Alright, so we got all the cable we'll need. I just crafted up a little bit more. And what we'll do is just run it under... let's just run it this way, that's fine. Okay, and you'll see that this lit up a little bit. Now it's got like the netherite colors. And all we need to do is come in here and say, yeah, I could use another crafter. Just a normal crafter. You click start, you click this, and it's crafted. So that is the basic of normal crafting, right? You have processing crafting as well, which we'll get into in a little while here. We don't really need that right now, to my knowledge. So we're going to just walk past that for now. So real quick, let's cover this ground up here. But yeah, so we can put as many patterns in that until it's full, and then all of that fancy jazz. Let's see. Let's put away some of the tools that I'm not using. All right, so now what we can do, since we actually needed that for a reason, is get to going with the modular power suits, right? So we needed, why is this not? So like servos, or it was it like at Numa? I think, yeah. So at modular, because we want to get certain things, right? We want to get this sooner or later, right? So let's get a solenoid. So let's go for, where is it at? So energy shield, R, wiring. Okay, so we want a recipe for that. Okay, Tinker's construct, that's all good. We want control circuit, which is an electrum. Okay, so we might need to get into processing soon. Okay, we can do that. Because electrum is something I have, because I've actually been EMCing it for a little while. But that's just because I needed it for a test of something. But we don't have like a lot of green dye. And I want to also grab, what is it called? There's another terminal that I can't think the name of. Is it Crafting Manager? Is it this thing? Yes, okay. So that way you actually don't really need to access your crafters. You can always just drop them in here, and you could look for a specific one. So for example, crafter, things like that. That's pretty good. Let's see here. Okay, so control circuit wiring. Another thing we actually need to look at is actually the batteries. So at Numa, let's just look at battery then. Okay, so you have like basic battery. Oh, still typing in that. So basic battery, right? You also have the advanced battery. You also have the elite battery. And then you also have the ultimate battery. Okay. So then we can come up here and we could just throw basic, advanced, ultimate, elite, and then we could throw parts in here after it. So we also need like the solenoid. So this thing. Wrong crafting table. Okay. And what else do we need to craft these batteries? So battery. So if we wanted for an ultimate, right? We would need cactus, dye, and basic batteries. Ah, crap. Why are those charged? That ain't good. Okay, so we're gonna have to craft a battery ourselves. Can I actually craft one here, right? Oh wait, that's broken. Oh goodness. Hold on, let me try to craft one myself then. I don't know why that's happening, but I don't think they should actually have charge. That's not good. Oh well, not my problem because I didn't cause it, right? So this one. So putting it in the bottom is the way you're supposed to do it, I guess. But we'll just replace this battery with this. Right? And then we'll go elite battery. Okay, so let's make an advanced battery. Oh, it's because I have the pattern in my inventory. What am I doing? So advanced. Start. Okay, we'll throw that in there. And then remove. And that's the elite battery, right? Okay, just making sure it changed. This grid. And we'll need an elite battery, which I don't even know if we have enough stuff for. Yeah, we don't have cactus dye, so cactus. Let's just grab some cactus here. Pretty sure we could just stop the electrum here for now. Then we could accidentally, drop a stack of like electrum in here just to boost this a little bit. But I'm not sure why that is like charged. Never seen that before, so that's okay. Let's go upstairs. Not throw that in there. Okay. Grab some stacks of dye. We might need to make like a layer of dyes or something. That might be an interesting thing sooner or later. But yeah, green. There we go, 209. And that should mean the battery can be crafted. Right, should take a second here. And then we take this ultimate and we replace it with this. Make sure it changed. Good. There we go. Alright, so we should be able to craft 4 of these, right? So we'll need glowstone and we'll need some dye. Well, I think I can cover ourselves on the dye a little bit here. But the glowstone, I just need to get dust. I have a ton of blocks, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Well, not really a ton of blocks, but we'll need to get more sooner or later. But alright, so let's throw that in there, let that go. I'm going to go smelt up some more dye. Not all of the cactus, but just some of it. Okay, it's a good amount. But yeah, also the reason I don't want to show you the EMC machine downstairs is because I do want to duplicate it, and I just don't have time in this episode. It's actually really self-explanatory, but, you know, that's okay. We'll get to it probably next episode if we finish up with modular Powersuits, but I doubt we will. So, battery. Okay, so advanced battery. We want ultimate, right? So 4 of these. So we're missing a lot of die. 161 die, which should be done by now. There we go. I accidentally always do that, by the way. Click on the terminals with green. That's why if you see a random terminal a different color, you know what I did. It's kind of funny, in all honesty. Okay, so we're still missing quite a lot of die here. And I'm falling. So we might need to grab more cactus from this machine, or from the EMC thing. Man, I wish this thing wasn't so slow. I really need... I've been working on it. Trust me, I'm trying to get everything Mark III. It's just taking some time. So, you know. There we go. That should increase the cactus stuff real quick. So let me be right back once I get all the dye. Man, I just love watching this go. Like, stacks at a time. It's just so good. You know? Like, I don't know. It still makes me so happy that that furnace does a stack at a time. Okay. Ultimate. How close are we? Oh, we're actually there. So let's start these, and these should be done in a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if you don't know why I'm making ultimate batteries, it's to actually give the Powersuit a charge, right? So we can actually add like the energy shield and different things onto it that require energy. Okay, so we can actually throw this on here. All right. And what we can do is we can install a battery in this slot right there. Okay. And this is the highest tier battery in, you know, Modular Powersuits and its library mod and all that. But let's see. So if you click on the ultimate battery, maximum energy is 1 million FE. Maximum transfer is 100 million FE per tick. That's excessive. You could just lose all your energy in a tick. That'd be quite insane. Not gonna lie. All right. So why do we want that? Well, here's the thing. With Modular Powersuits, you have this, which is the actual one of the better. I guess it's one of the best ways to really defend your armor. Like, actually, you know, defend yourself, I guess, not your armor. But it requires energy. That's the biggest problem, is it requires energy. So we needed a battery to do that. Okay? So now what we need to do is we need to come in here and we need to make the energy shields, right? So the energy shields are, you know, pretty basic, except for we need force field emitting generators, right? So we need to get those as well. And we can then throw this into a pattern grid. And we can make energy platings, hopefully. We can just make 4 of these. So we're actually missing copper. I've used all of my copper, haven't I? How is that possible? Oh, I am completely out of copper. Is there none in the system either? Well, that sounds like a problem. There's none in here, right? Oh, there is a ton of stuff in here. Hold on. Why is this not going? I might need to set this on a timer, in all honesty. Sometimes it just breaks. So all of the ore that I've been processing doesn't actually process, or well, trying to process. So we're gonna let that go. It's got quite a lot of iron in there. Holy cat, 387 blocks of iron. Okay. Well, on that note, we're going to end this episode. We're going to pick up on modular routers next time, just because I don't want to cram this into like a 50, 60-minute episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.